351! 351! Rover, shit! Hut, hut! Good job of evading the offense! What a strike! Oh, wow!
Run out of break! Can you run out of break? Oh, run out of break! Tip me tall like a... I will. And you're out of here. You're out of here.
You're now locked in to 4th and Long on the Foul Mouths Network. Exclusively on the Patreon.
That's all I'm goddamn snagging. You should be thanking God you're still in goddamn uniform, goddammit!
Here's your host, Foul Mouth Ken and the Filthy Mouth Gamer.
Can he play? He's in a coma. Answer my question. Can he play?
We gotta get him to the hospital immediately.
You listen to me right now.
Booyah!
I don't care what you have to do. Richard Ray stays in the game, goddammit!
It's that fucking time of year, baby. NFL season staring us in the face. The unofficial first day of the season this Sunday. Here we are, week 1 of the NFL, baby. I thought I'd never be saying that, but here we are finally, week 1 of the NFL season. We got a lot of games to break down for you today. We're going to give us some picks, the whole 9, baby. What is going on? NFL season kicking off, baby. Yeah. It's finally here.
The NFL season has returned. Stick here to the NFL. All the news and more from the Foul Mouths Network on the Patreon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. There it is. That old 4th and Long music, baby. What's going on, everybody? It's here. NFL season has returned, baby. Week 1 of the NFL season. What is up, everybody? Are you ready to kick off a 17-game season? Who knows? Who knows who will be at the top of the heap at the end of this year or even making the playoffs? A lot of teams on the uprise this year, including the New York Giants, which we're going to break down for you today. The New York Jets, as you can see on the screen right there. New York teams, baby. We're both from New York, and so we got a lot to cover. And we're going to talk about the NFL champs kicking it off on Thursday, facing a dismal Atlanta Falcons team. We're also going to give you in-depth thoughts on the Patriots and all kinds of teams we're going to touch on, give you our picks for the Super Bowl here in week 1 like we always do. And you know how we get down. What's up to everybody out there in the NFL land, in the FMN nation? What's going on, Filthy?
Yo, is the Atlanta Falcons symbol on the bottom a taco?
Yes, it is. It's a fucking straight up taco.
Well, and you know, that's perfect. The Eagles are right next to them because the fucking Eagles ate that fucking taco because the fucking Atlanta Falcons suck. They're a fucking choke artist organization, and that's what they're going to be from now on. Ever since that fucking Super Bowl 2 years ago, they suck cock. That's what they suck. All right? Brand new stadium, shitty fucking team. That's what they are. Choke artists. How do you let those pieces of shit, scumbag, cocksucking, cunt rag fucks, Eagles, steal one from you using a fucking play that Tom Brady fucked up in the Super Bowl? How do you do that?
I know, man. I was very surprised. I was very surprised at that.
How do you do that, you fuck? Brian Dawkins, that piece of shit cocksucker.
Yeah.
If he played in this NFL where they throw flags for every stupid little fucking faggoty infraction, he'd fucking be out half the fucking game because he was a dirty scumbag fucking player with the player.
You know, Dawkins, yeah, he's a dirty fuck. I mean, we all know that.
Oh, cool. Let's start the best fight song in football. The best fight song.
Like, yeah. It's so funny.
Oh, fuck yourself.
That's so funny, man. I mean, the Eagles, come on, listen. Last year was NFL first for them, the Super Bowl, and they won the Super Bowl. I never thought that I'd be saying that the fucking Eagles are the Super Bowl champions.
It's
And
my fault, dude, because I ran my mouth. Every time I run my mouth, I put my foot in my fucking mouth. All year last year, what did I say? I said the Eagles will find a way to fuck this up, right?
yeah,
And
you
then
did.
Carson Wentz
But I got news
hurt.
to you. It was every year you said that. They did. They fucked it up.
But Carson Wentz got hurt, and then
Yeah.
I had to go and say, I told you they fucked it up, right?
Yeah.
And then they fucking back up fucking wins this motherfucking piece of shit.
Well, I mean,
Bucks.
listen, it is what it is. We already went through the bullshit of watching them win a Super Bowl.
Ugh.
And, that's over with now. And,
And
listen,
they couldn't even put up their fucking stupid banner.
there is
on
no
time.
way that they're gonna fucking win back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yeah,
There's no way in hell
No.
that this team repeats as the Super Bowl champions.
Carson Wentz is a vagina.
They barely
He's-
beat an Atlanta Falcons team that is horrible. It's a
How are
shell of its former self. There's so many holes in that team. I mean, I'm surprised if they win fucking 5 games this year. That team.
No, I think they'll make the playoffs.
Listen,
I
they'll
think-
turn. They're a regular season team. We all know this. We all know Atlanta's a regular season team. They have a couple of bad losses every
Oh wait,
year.
you
and
talking
they
about
bounce-
Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm talking about Atlanta. They're fucking
Oh.
horrible. They're not gonna, they barely beat a terrible Atlanta Falcons team. That's not gonna win probably 6 games, 5 games, somewhere in there. I really feel like they ain't winning much. Atlanta. There's so many holes in that team. They should have
choke
beat
on
Philly
it, dude.
without a doubt. Philly did not play good that first opener.
They drive down the fucking field the first fucking drive, right?
Yeah.
Drive right down the field. And then they're driving good. They get to like the 5 fucking yard line. And then they can't do dick 4 straight plays. You didn't do shit.
Yeah, it didn't
You
do
didn't
nothing.
Shit.
No
And
cat.
then
No,
they did it again. They drove down the field again, and they almost did it again. They couldn't do shit. They had to kick a fucking field goal because they fucking suck and they choke. That's what they
Yeah,
are.
they're-
They should change
they're
their
just-
symbol to a fucking falcon choking on a cock.
They are,
That's the symbol.
they are fucking terrible, man. I mean, there's no question about it. Like I said, I don't expect much out of Atlanta this year either. Philadelphia, listen, they're the Super Bowl champs. I get it. I give it to them. I already gave it to them enough, and fucking their fans are eating fucking horse manure to celebrate. Like, I've seen enough of it already. When the Philadelphia Phillies won, in what was it, 08? Like, I seen it. Like, I can't stand when Philly wins, okay? I'm from New York. We both hate each other. Philly hates us. We hate Philly. If there's anybody worse than a New York fan, it's a Philadelphia fan, okay?
Everybody in the country knows, right? It's not just because they're in my division. Everybody in the country knows that Philadelphia is low class.
Bring it to us. I love you Philly fans out there, though, man. You know, you guys, I love you and I hate you because you got passion like we do, but you guys are nasty
You're
motherfuckers.
low class, low lives. That's what you are.
Oh, my
That's
God.
what you are. And let me tell you something. You have some really good food in the city, but that's it.
Yeah, you got some good
Besides that-
fucking, you really know how to put cheese on steak.
No,
All
I'm not
right?
even
You know
talking
what I
about that.
mean?
Fuck that shit.
But listen. I'm going to pick this team to end up with a Philadelphia. I'm going to pick them to end up with a 10-6 record, 10-7 record. I mean 10-6 record.
10-6,
Sorry,
right.
10-6 record this year. What do you think they're going to end up with, Philly?
I mean, I think that's safe to say.
And that's in a
Even
tough
though
division. If the Giants are good this year, you got a couple of good teams in that division. Dallas
Giants
is.
have a tough fucking beginning of the season, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get on to the Giants, but I'm saying they're in a tough division. What do you give them wins wise this year, Philly?
I think the Eagles are low class, low brow, low fucking intelligence, low lives. That's what they are. And the Philadelphia fucking people that live in the city, every single one of them. However, they'll probably get 10 wins this year.
All right, so you're going for the same thing, 10-6. What about Atlanta? What do you give them? I said 5 before, but honestly, looking at it right now, their schedule, I'd say Atlanta is gonna, and they're a regular season team. We all know that they like to choke in Super Bowls and in playoffs. So I give them.
Tough division.
It's a very tough division. You got a lot of good teams in the division,
Fucking
but
Saints.
I would give them, and the Saints have definitely improved this year too. Which
The
was,
Saints, Carolina Panthers,
I'm gonna say that the Atlanta gets.
the Tampa
They're
Bay
bad.
fucking
They're
Fears.
bad. They're bad. I'm gonna give them 9 wins this year. 9-7
Vikings,
record.
Atlanta.
Yeah. 9-7.
Just because they aggravate me, I give them 8. 8-8. mediocre.
8-8. Wow, that's really bad for
Fucking
them.
middle of the road.
That's bad for them.
shit.
All right, we got the
That's
Thursday
rough.
night game out of the way, the Super Bowl shit champs out of the way. We're gonna head to the unofficial start of the NFL season, which is today, Sunday, and this is the biggest Sunday of the year, the first Sunday with football. This is the day. We're gonna go with that next.
Let's hurry up because I got to make it to the fucking game. You know what I mean?
Filthy's going to the Giant game. I'm gonna go see this. You know what? Since we're talking about the Giants, why don't we get on with the Giants here today? The Giants are facing off against who are they facing against
The
today?
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay.
We're gonna have fucking what's his name?
This is going to be an emotional
The
day.
old coach, the old Gipper.
He shouldn't be the old coach.
The old
he should be the
Gips.
current coach.
He should be. He should be.
He should be the
Tom
current coach.
Coughlin looking at the Giants today across the field. What do you feel?
Every Giants every Giant fan that called for his head is a fucking piece of shit. Because you don't know dick about Dick. He
You
was
don't
an
know
amazing
dick
coach.
about Dick.
Dude, can I tell you something? I'll never forget when they won the second Super Bowl with Tom Coughlin.
Yeah.
Bill Parcells said, after you win the second one, you can't, that's it. They'll keep you forever. And you know what, Bill? You were wrong because this is a different time. John Mara is not his father. His father was very loyal to people.
Yeah.
And John is not loyal, obviously, as you could see what he did to fucking Eli last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Eli got fucked. Eli
Tom
got fucked
Coughlin
big
should
time.
still be the fucking head coach. And if not the head coach, he should be the president of the organization.
Yeah.
But
he should be. He should be the president, without a doubt, of the Giants, without a doubt.
It's going to be an emotional day.
It is.
You're going to have, obviously, there's going to be some sort of tribute at halftime.
Should be.
He deserves more than a tribute.
Yeah.
He deserves to get his dick sucked, his asshole licked. He deserves
Oh my
everything.
God.
Like, seriously, he deserves to be just paraded around and get his asshole sucked out and fucking drink top shelf liquor all fucking day long.
Oh, listen,
because-
listen. The guy did. The guy has left an imprint here in New York. He's beloved by the fans. I mean, loved by the fans. All right. When this team was losing, really bad, and they weren't making the playoffs with him all those years in a row, nobody was screaming for his head, fan wise. None of them. No fans were screaming for Tom Coughlin's head. It was the management, man. It was the people who own the fucking
the
team.
GM.
It was
used
it's the higher up fucking management. It was not the fans. The fans, if it was up to them, would have had this man here still as a president, like Filthy just said, president or some kind of capacity in the front office and still a part of this organization. And he's not, and which is bullshit. Okay.
That piece of shit Jerry Reese hired Ben McAdoo, knowing that he was going to make him head coach someday. And it's like, dude, you don't have respect,
Oh, he waited for the first moment he could get Coughlin out of here, and he did it.
dude. And it
Plain
was
and
like
simple.
a
And
couple
then,
years
not only
removed from the
that,
Super Bowl.
Not only that is the guy he moved in here turned around and benched a fucking 2-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah,
like,
it's-
how the fuck do you bench this guy last year? How? I don't get it.
And I get that when they said to Eli, listen, you'll play like the first quarter, the first half, and then we want to play somebody else, and Eli turned it down. I get that part, but then you know what you say? All right, you don't want to do that? All right, then you're just going to play the full game.
Now listen to me. There's hope, and then there's brains. Okay? And what I mean by that is, this year with this team, this Giant team, okay? I hope and I'm praying and I feel in my heart that they return to form of the 07, the old fucking
Jesus
2012
Christ.
team. Like they return to form, and Eli starts throwing bombs, and we start catching balls again. We have the number one wide receiver in the whole fucking game. I don't care what anybody says. Hands down, no one can catch like this guy. Okay? If I want to see them connect, I want to see them do what they do. Okay? Now that's what my heart hopes. That's my hope. What my brain tells me is you're gonna see a beaten up, broke down, fucked over Eli Manning throwing the ball this year. And he already was at a very high fucking capacity for throwing interceptions. And I think it gets worse now this year. They covered up a lot of spots on a lot of holes on this team from last year. Like the fucking offensive line, a whole bunch of things, okay? The running game should be better, should give more options on receiving and all that. I get that. But my brain is telling me that this team is not going to be good, and that Eli might be broken down now. I hope I'm wrong, but I really think that what happened the last 2 seasons to Eli is going to reflect on him here now. Now, I hope he proves me wrong and he comes out and he's fucking throwing like a beast and the team is all on the same page, but I don't think so. My brain is telling me you might see a beaten up Eli come out here. And if that happens, this franchise then goes into panic mode because they know the guy at the helm can no longer do that job. And if that happens, this fucking franchise goes into a whirlwind for the next 4 or 5 seasons. And I'm hoping to hell that's not the case. So my hopes are an 11-win season, but I doubt it. 10-win season, I doubt it. Maybe a 10-win season's not out of the realm, but I don't see them going any better than 10 or 11 wins. And I do think at the end of the season, you're going to see the Giants at like 9-7. What do you think, Mike?
Listen, everybody who heard us last year do this show know that, listen, not only am I a diehard Giants fan, but I'm a fucking realist, okay? I came out last year and I told you they would suck cock.
And they did.
So what did they do? They sucked cock.
Yeah.
Right?
They did.
I don't look at shit with rose-colored glasses. I know what they are. Now, that being said, obviously...
You don't look at shit with Fousey tube colored glasses?
No.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Rose.
That's when we talk about gay. That's a whole different story. They're obviously going to be better than last year. That's not going out on a limb. Because it's not that hard to be better than last year.
Yeah. So the line's going to be better, you know that. Eli's going to get a little more time throwing back there.
First, let's start with
that could be very dangerous, man. You give Eli a little more time behind that line. Just listen, Mike. If they could add on 1.5 to 2 seconds more of blocking for Eli. Last season,
Saquon Barkley might just do that.
That's what I'm saying. Last season, if you add on maybe 2 seconds more behind that fucking line to throw. Don't you think you would have had a much different outcome in the season?
All right. So look,
don't you think?
You brought up 07 and 11.
Yeah.
Right? What did they have? Why was Eli good those 2 years?
Because he had a line and he had wide receivers. He had a running game.
He also had a running game.
Yeah. He hasn't had a running game.
Play action.
Yeah.
Right?
He hasn't had a running game for years.
He had a fucking... You remember, dude, he had an animal in Brandon Jacobs.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it was a double team. Not only that, man. You had a double team that year.
They had Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
You had Jacobs. You had fucking Derek Ward, who I knew was going to be a bum once he left. But, he did what he had to do.
Yeah.
And then you had fucking Fire, which was fucking, what's his name? God.
With the T. Wasn't his name with a T?
I can't think of his... That's the fact that I can't think of his name is ridiculous right now, but that's what happens when you're almost 41.
I know. I should know it too, man. I know. It's on the tip of my tongue. Bradshaw.
Ahmad Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Which was a fucking... Dude, Ahmad Bradshaw was a fucking warrior. Now...
So was Jacobs, man.
No, but Ahmad Bradshaw was just a fucking fire. That's why he was fire.
He was. You could pop him all. You could pop him all over the field.
If he was hurt, he would still fucking go nuts. So listen, everybody's talking about Saquon Barkley as he's a generational player. I don't like when people do that. I just don't like it. Let the guy just play the fucking game. Now, when he fucking took that first carry in preseason, and made that fucking move, I have to say, like, that was a good sign because he fucking waited for a hole to open and then he cut in and he fucking cut in so fucking fast. It's like, wow, dude, this guy's got physical talent.
Yeah,
that's what he's got.
He's gonna bring it.
So if they can get the play action going, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's say you got the best. Well, let's look. The Jacksonville Jaguars. They're playing the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's probably got the best defense in the NFL, right?
Probably. Definitely, man. Their defense is going to be sick this year.
All right, so you got the best defense in the NFL. So now, if the Giants are healthy, you have Barkley, who's supposed to be really good. You have fucking Odell Beckham. You have Sterling Shepard, and you have Evan Engram. How do you cover all four of those people?
You don't. You can't.
If one of them is going to be open, one of them has to be open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're right. If Eli gets time, then I really think that he could. Tell you, man, One thing about Eli Manning, when he goes deep, he's fucking nasty, dude.
He is, man, and that's what he hasn't been able to do for a while now. And just for him being able to do that now is going to bring a whole new light to this team. I do feel it, and that's what I hope. I hope that. But I said I see them at 9-7. What do you see their record ending up as?
Oh man, I think they sneak in and there's a wild card. And I don't want to say that because I know I hate jinxing my team. I usually like to say they're going to suck. But I think, see, the problem I have is Eric Flowers is still on the fucking team.
Yeah.
And to me, that's just, it's unforgivable. That guy's
hold on one second, Mike. Hold on. Well, today here, folks, we got and it looks to be a good game today here at. Oh my God! Wow, he sounds really bad. He hasn't been announcing for years. He sounds really horrible, John Madden.
Yeah, I know, man. He's been out of the game for a while, bro. He doesn't sound too good, does he?
Boom. Okay,
Listen, let's be honest, John. You got one foot in the grave and the other one on a fucking banana field.
You know something, Filthy Mouth Gamer? Ace is the place for you.
Oh, Christ, John. Enough is enough already. I mean, spit it out. Christ.
And boom.
Jesus,
you know what, John? This is what happens when you fucking eat turducken every
this
fucking day.
guy's crazy.
I don't eat the. Boom.
Oh my God! Forget John. Go ahead, Filthy. What were you saying?
No, I said Eric Flowers being on the line is unforgivable because he's fucking a waste of space.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to be improved team. The defense, I think they're going to be good.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be great. I think they'll be middle of the road defense. I think they'll sneak in as a wild card. And listen, after that, anything can happen. I don't know what the deal with Eli is, but for some reason, when he gets in the playoffs, as long as his receivers catch the fucking ball that he puts into your hands, because the last time they were in the fucking playoffs 2 years ago, Odell Beckham likes to run his fucking mouth, was dropping shit left and right.
Yeah,
so as long as his receivers catch the ball,
keep their fucking mouth shut and play the game.
Eli Manning is a monster in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think they sneak in as a wild card, and then after that, it's anybody's fucking guess.
Yeah, exactly. Just give him a good receiving core this year, and we'll see what happens.
In this game, right?
Give him some time behind there. Let's see what happens. I'm telling you.
I listen. I'm never gonna pick my team to win. That's how I am.
I hear you. I don't like doing that either. But I'm saying,
so I'm picking
give
the
this
Jaguars
motherfucker some time behind there to throw, and I think you see a whole new Eli Manning. I really do.
No, but I'm saying this week.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Jaguars, and every week after that, I'm never gonna pick the Giants because I just don't like.
All right.
Well,
Tell me what the Giants. You said the Giants are gonna end up with their. What's the record?
I would agree with it. I mean, if they're going to sneak in as a wild card, it'd probably be 9-7 or 10.
Okay, what do you see the Jaguars pulling out this year with that fucking defense? And
hey, listen, man, everybody knows I fucking picked the Jaguars to win the Super Bowl last year, and I can tell you right now, they should have been there.
Yeah,
they should have fucking been there. They should have beat the fucking Patriots, and I'll tell you right now,
Extremely
obviously
close.
I can never prove it. They would have beat the fucking Eagles. They would have beat them.
Yeah,
but
I have a feeling too.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's not.
Listen. I picked the Jaguars to go pretty far, and I'm going to say that the Jaguars end up with 12 wins this year.
Yeah, I think Jaguars are a Super Bowl favorite.
Yeah, I think they are too, and I think they end up around 12-5, 12-4. Yeah,
if the Jaguars won the Super Bowl,
I'd say they might be 12-4, man. You might 11-5, 12-4. I picked the Jaguars to be. I picked them to be in the lead in their fucking division, and I picked them to definitely either go to the Super Bowl or lose somewhere in the championship round. They're gonna go far. They're gonna be scary to deal with.
If the Jaguars won a Super Bowl, I would be so happy. Obviously, I want the Giants to win, but I'd be so happy because Tom would get his 4th ring.
And dude, that'd be amazing for Tom to go fucking. That would just be.
That's why I'd be happy for him. He deserves it, man.
Yeah, he does, man.
He changed the culture in the Giants. The Giants
they were complaining how
sham.
old he was. The Giants, they were, it was like, and this was all up front management saying this shit, man. It wasn't the fans. The fans can give a fuck how old he is. The fans can give a shit how old he was, man.
What does it matter?
It was all up front. It was all the fucking. GM and his cronies trying to fucking sabotage anything that was left. But long story short, all right, so we move on from that, and we're going to go to next game we go to here is what? You want to go to...
Let's go to the Jets. Fuck it.
Let's go to the New York Jets. Let's check them out. The New York Jets open up their season against Detroit, and that's on a Monday night, right? That's this Monday night.
Yeah.
They get the first Monday night of the season, the Jets. It's a 7:10 start, and it's the Jets in Detroit on ESPN for those of you who want to watch it. And, man, what can I say about the Jets?
You got to be excited. This new quarterback.
You got to be excited for a young quarterback, and that's our Super Bowl if you're a Jet fan, is you get a new, nice young player that makes an impact on the league. Like a lot of guys have that we've drafted over the years. We've drafted some really good fucking players, man, over the last couple, 10 years, 15 years. The Jets have drafted great players, but they never win. These players, then they eventually fade away, or they get traded, or they shit the bed.
Listen, the Eagles just won. Anything can happen.
Well, listen, the Jets are even worse than those fucking assholes. So, I mean, I don't think you'll ever see a Jet Super Bowl ever because it's just not ran the right way. The team is just not, it doesn't have the knowledge that it needs up in the front office. It just doesn't. The owner's a fucking space cadet. The fucking coach is just a lackadaisical fucking blah 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 guy.
The coach doesn't seem like he has fire.
Yeah, the front line is horrible. They're not going to block for this kid. There's all kinds of holes in the lineup. There's a lot of rookies on this team. It's just a lot of holes. The running game's going to be horrible. They got no one. They got no one blocking the ball. It's going to be a dismal fucking season for this team. The only bright star that could happen this year is you get a quarterback in there who establishes himself this year, wins a couple of games here and there. Give him 5 or 6 games that he wins this year, 6 games. If he wins 7 games, holy shit, that's something to build on. That's what I'm expecting from the Jets this year. Probably a 6-10, 7-9 record, not going anywhere, but establishing the quarterback, establishing maybe a running back or something, getting something new, a new breath of fresh air, because this is not this year for this team, okay? 2018 is not for the Jets, okay? 2018 is for the Jets to find what they got, okay? We all know it. This coach is still on this team because they're not ready to take that next step yet. This is what this franchise plans on. They plan on this guy being here, establish a couple of players that we could take to the main stage in a while and build around them. Get that done, fire the coach, bring in a new coach to take them to the next level, and then hopefully be in contention for a Super Bowl in 4 or 5 seasons. That's exactly what their front office is thinking like, and that's why they suck. Because they have more money than fucking God, and they can go out and spend it, but they just don't know how to spend it the right way. They let the fucking ball pass them by constantly. They never go out and get the best available player. They never go out and get the best available draft pick, although they did do that this year. But they just never do the right thing, this team, and they are fucked from the beginning to the end. So the Jets are not this year. They're not next year or the year after. The Jets are made for fucking 10 years from now, okay? They're not made from now. Maybe 10 years from now, there's new ownership, there's new fucking leaders in that team, and then all of a sudden we win a fucking Super Bowl like Philly did. Who knows? But it's not now, and it's not within the next 5 seasons. So the Jets, I'm going to give this team, I think saying 6 wins is really giving them credit. So I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say not only are they going to lose this opener in Detroit, but they're also going to fuck the season up, and they're going to probably be... Just because they're a team that I grew up with, I'm going to give them 6 wins on the season. I'm going to say they're going to be 6-10 on the season. What about you, Filthy?
I disagree. I'm going out on a limb. Here comes the first bold prediction. Both New York teams are wild cards this year. Both of them.
Man, you're really going out on a limb.
I'm telling you right now. Listen to me. I'm telling you.
In a division with the fucking Patriots.
Sam Darnold. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're not going to win a division.
No, I understand that, but I mean, really, you think they're going to really fucking beat?
All right,
like
Buffalo is going to suck cock, right? Miami sucks cock.
They do suck cock. You're right, but
they both suck cock.
I bet you, as bad as they are, the Jets are worse.
Listen to me. I'm going to tell you right now. Sam Darnold, or Darnold, whatever the fuck you want to call him, he's going to shock. I'm telling you, he's going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. You watch and see.
I hope you're right, man, but I doubt
You watch and see. Rookie of the Year, right?
You never know. You never know.
And again, the playoffs. Now, maybe they won't do anything in the playoffs, but I think they're going to get in the playoffs.
If that kid gets this team into a wild card in his first season at the helm, then you're working with something. And then I'd say they're back on track for their 3 or 4 year plan.
Even then, you can't say anything because remember,
that's what the
Mark
Jets
Sanchez went to the fucking AFC
I mean, that's what we. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying this is their MO, bro. They did it with Chad Pennington. Okay, they did it with fucking Sanchez, and now they're gonna do it with this guy. Well, Testaverde was a veteran when he came in and was playing for years. I'm talking about guys that in the last 10 years, and this was all after Testaverde. Think about it. The last 15 years have been draft a quarterback, get him in, establish him, build parts around that, go for a Super Bowl. That has been their MO from day one. And they do it over a 3 or 4 year span. They always do it. And they always fire the coach when they want to take that next leap. And they bring in somebody who they think, okay, this guy is going to push them to be Super Bowl ready. You know what I mean? Like when they brought fucking what's his name in. They were right on the cusp of being a really good team. They brought in fucking Ryan, and that pushed them into that next level. You understand what I'm saying? And I understand the game plan they're going with. It's really not that bad of a game plan. A lot of NFL teams follow that game plan when they're rebuilding and they're starting fresh, and they look for a new franchise quarterback. They look for a new, grab a guy on the cheap, on the fucking, you know what I mean, and build them up. And I get that. But I just am so sick of seeing this over the last 15 years that, yeah, you know what? You're probably right. This guy is going to establish himself this year. He probably will rattle off some wins and get 6, if he's lucky, 7 wins. I mean, 8 wins. If he takes them to a wild card berth, this kid, he's not only going to be the toast of the town, depending upon what the Giants are doing, though. But, man, I mean, you'll be fucking, you could bet your ass they'll be throwing pieces around him in the next 2 or 3 years and all that,
Listen, Jet fans are thirsty. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
they've been thirsty a long time, dude. They've been thirsty a long time.
No, but I know what it's like. You know what I mean? I know it feels like as an Islanders fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they start playing good, like a few years ago, when they fucking came out and they looked like nobody could touch and fucking beat them, the Islanders.
Yeah.
I was like, holy fucking shit, what's going on right now?
Yeah, that was
and
nice.
You get this like tingling in your fucking body. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna happen with the Jets this year.
I hope so. I hope you're right, man. I don't know. I'm really I don't know.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I listen. You might be right. I don't know. What do you think their record's going to be, though?
I think they'd be wild card. I think. Listen.
So what? Like a 9-7?
9 wins, 9 to 10 wins.
Okay. Wow. 10 wins. If the Jets.
Well, you
get
have
10
to have
wins,
9 to 10 wins.
I mean, if the Jets get. Dude, if they get 10 wins, I'll suck your cock. Listen, I'll tell you that right now.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, I fucking say it right here, right now. Week 1, if the Jets get 10 wins, Jesus.
Well, let's start like this. The Jets are going to be 1-0 after this week because the fucking Lions suck. All right? The organization sucks. I don't like their fucking quarterback. Everybody he's this, he's that. He sucks.
He's a veteran
Get the fuck out of here. The guy had fucking Megatron.
Yeah,
right?
He did.
Now Megatron's gone. He's okay. He's all right. He's not that fucking great. He talks like he's fucking top 5 quarterback.
What's going on, Megatron? What is...
He's gone. He's done. He's fucking retired.
I can't believe, man. What a short career.
He retired.
He was the
People
shit
were talking
for a while,
about he was going to come back, but he's not coming back.
He was the shit for a while, man. I got to give it to him. What do you see? What do you see their record?
The Lions?
Yeah, the Lions.
The Lions are winning fucking 6 games this year. Fuck the Lions, dude. They suck.
I don't really follow the Lions too much. I took a look at their roster. I see what they got going on there.
Look at that division, dude.
I know the division is sick. Division. Yeah, well, obviously
Green Bay's gonna own it. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I'm an idiot because I forgot. Green Bay. It's gonna be between Green Bay and Minnesota.
Yeah. I give the Lions like fucking 6 wins, I'd say.
The Lions suck cock.
Yeah, they're not too good. They're definitely not good. All right, let's move on now. Let's go with the New England Patriots, who Houston is playing in New England. 1:00 start today. What do you think of this? New England, one of the favorites every year, obviously, to win a Super Bowl. What do you think?
I see people picking the Texans to win because they are a good team as long as their fucking quarterback stays healthy. I just don't see. There's not many people that march into New England, especially on opening day, and win. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You know, I know Tom Brady's getting older, but really, does he look like he's getting older? Doesn't look like it to me.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like he's getting older.
You know what? The Texans can win this game. I'm not saying they can't.
Yeah.
I just don't think
you know
they
what?
are.
You know what? Then again, New England, they love Week 1 upsets, man. They love losing in Week 1 and being like, oh no, the season's over.
Oh, that's
and then,
true.
you
That's
know,
great. But
Yeah.
like, I feel like when that happens, it's usually like when Tom Brady gets suspended for 3 games, or you fucking, you know what I mean?
but I've seen Brady in there Week 1 fucking lose a heartbreaker.
And
you know,
they start going, is this
I've
Tom
seen
Brady
that.
on
It
the way
happens
down?
almost every fucking year with them. But
And he rattles off 7 straight.
yeah, exactly. I see Houston might get the upset here in this Week 1.
No,
thing, because
listen. They definitely could. It's not like a.
Yeah, I almost could take Houston right now. They're giving up. Houston is 3-point underdogs in this, I think. And
6.5.
Oh, that's what it is now, dude. Last week it was fucking wow, man. I guess
6.5 point.
I guess. Wow, that's pretty steep, man. Even for Houston.
I would probably. Can I tell you something? If I was like to bet this game,
Yeah.
I would take Houston with the 6.5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like, listen, Houston could win this game, but I think New England's going to win it. And New England's got a lot to prove this year, man. After last year, like, come on, man. That was a hard loss, bro. That was a hard loss.
It was, but come on, dude.
That was a hard loss.
They got 5 titles. They got 8.
I understand that, but dude, they've lost a lot now in the Super Bowl. Like that's, like you're turning into LeBron now, bro. You know what I mean?
And all you Patriots fans out there, I'm gonna get like fucking Steve Summers on you right now. They get all low, right? Listen, you won a lot of Super Bowls, but the fact of the matter is, you cannot handle the NFC East. Okay, the NFC East owns you. Okay, you're nice and safe in the AFC. Okay, but when it comes to the NFC East, we fuck you up. All right.
Yeah, they kind of do have their number, man. 3 Super Bowls.
Every time they played,
3 Super Bowls to the NFC East. All right, so I'm gonna say New England wins this game today, and I'm also gonna say New England turns around, rattles off fucking 12, 13 wins this year. I think they're going to be dominant again, as they always are. Belichick always finds a way to plug up holes, bro. Throws guys in there off the scrap heap. This guy goes and gets the most obscure people and makes fucking all-stars out of them. Pro Bowlers, I should say. And I think he's going to do a little more of the same, man. They're not done yet. They're not done yet as a squad, this team. I think you see them in at least another 2 Super Bowls before it's all said and done. So this year I'm looking at them as like a 12-13 game. I think 13.
10
I honestly
Super Bowl
think
appearances.
It's crazy, but I honestly think that they will reach 13 wins this year. I looked at their schedule. It's pretty easy. As hard as they want to try to make that schedule make people think that schedule's hard, it's not. It's not. I see them winning fucking 12-13 games this year. I think they're going to win today. Against Houston at 1 o'clock. Now Houston, like you said, they lost. They are a good team when they're healthy. Houston, they always, they're right there in contention when they're healthy. They got good positional players, man. They got a good line. They got decent wide receivers. Well, better than decent. They got good coaching. They're really good franchise up and down, with a lot to prove. But I really don't see that, they're not going to be the team to beat, and I don't really want to get too in depth on them, but I do see them winning at least, with a healthy squad, at least 10 wins this year by Houston. 9-10 wins, I would say, is the ballpark area.
Yeah, Houston's a good team.
Yeah, they are. They're good coached, got good positional players, like I said. What do you see their record? And what do you see them doing today against the Patriots? Do you call for the upset? 6 points, you said?
If I was to bet, I would take the 6.5 with Houston.
Yeah.
If it was straight up, we're going with the Patriots to win.
All right, what do you think? Where do you think the Patriots are going to be when it's all said and done this year?
Patriots going to win the division again.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What do you think their record? 12? You give them 12? You give them 13?
I give them 12.
12?
12 wins.
All right, we're about the same area. What about Houston?
Houston. I'm trying to think. Houston's division. Who's in that division again?
Houston's division. You got Tennessee Titans, right?
Indianapolis.
Yeah, you got Indianapolis. You got the Titans, right? You got
right.
You got you got Arizona.
No,
right? I'm
that's
sorry. That's the other.
Division,
yeah, that's you got
We're missing. It doesn't matter.
You got Indianapolis. You got Houston. You got
Houston's gonna win that division.
You think so? Wait,
Yeah,
who else is in
Andrew
that
Luck.
division?
Let me tell you something. Andrew Luck's great, but he's a shell of his former self, and you're going to see that this year.
Is New Orleans in that division? No, right?
No,
They're in the
New
NFC.
Orleans is Atlanta and
Oh,
Carolina
yeah.
and the Tampa Bay fucking queers.
So what do you think? All right. I mean, the only people that could really give them a big shot, I think, in that division is Indianapolis right now at this point. And that's depending on how, Luck goes,
I think
So
dude, Luck is going to get pounded again. Okay? I think Houston's going to run away with it. They're going to have like 11 wins, 12 wins, win a division, and they're going to get in the fucking playoffs, and they're going to get smacked around by Jacksonville. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
All right.
Jacksonville probably is going to go to the Super Bowl, but we'll see.
Yeah, you really all right, so you're picking Jacksonville again?
I have to, dude. I mean, the fucking defense is ridiculous. I know Blake Bortles sucks cock,
Yeah.
but you know what? There's been a lot. Look at what was his name? The guy that won the first Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl. Trent Dilfer sucked cock, and he won a Super Bowl.
Yep,
so
he did, man. Trent Dilfer. Yeah.
he fucking lost to that piece of shit fuck. But anyway, that's a whole other story.
I'll never forget that shit, man. That was horrific.
Fucking ugly.
All right, so you let's move on to let's take Indianapolis here because this is a team we just mentioned. Indianapolis, if they don't have Andrew Luck, what is the deal with them?
They're terrible.
With Luck playing fucking healthy, what's the deal with them?
They're a little better than terrible.
So, I mean, this year, I kind of agree with you. It's like this team really, I don't think they'll ever return to what they were when Manning was at the helm of this team. And Andrew Luck's a good quarterback, don't get me wrong, but he's a pussy bitch.
Dude.
And he gets hurt constantly, and he's a little
They
girl.
don't have the
He's a little
receiver
scared
core.
little bitch behind the fucking, behind his line. You could tell.
They don't have the receiver core like they used to have.
No,
you know what I mean?
well,
What's his name still there? Fucking God, man, my fucking brain.
No, I don't. I think I know who you're talking
Why?
about now.
The guy's been there forever. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Listen, no matter who the fucking guy's name is, he sucks. All right, he's fucking 75 years old. All right, he's on the cover of AARP at this point. That's it.
Yeah,
We're moving on.
Yeah.
Listen, Andrew Luck's a nice guy. You know what? I hope he proves me wrong because he happens to be a nice guy. He's a smart guy. But that line, their offensive line, sucks. And he gets beat up, and he can't take the beating.
No, he can't because he gets injured too much. You can just tell he's frail.
They're playing Cincinnati's.
Chincha.
And
listen, Cincinnati on the other. Like, I want to get on them next. Like, we'll get to them. But I'd say at the end of the year, you're nowhere near. You might be near a playoff berth, a wild card. You're not threatening to go to no Super Bowl. You're kind of like a Jets existence, even though if Luck rattles off a big fucking season, and he's kicking ass, and I still don't see this team really getting that far. They're not built for a long run. I just don't think Luck can stay healthy long enough to really carry this team to a big spot. You know what I mean? So I think you will see. I think you'll see spurts of goodness out of this team because Luck is a good quarterback, like you said, Mike. But I just, they're nothing special. I really don't. I'm not afraid of them. I really don't think you'll see anything too formidable.
I think what happened was, I think Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts, he got bad karma from tanking the fucking season to get Luck.
Yeah, man.
And now it's all fucking coming back to him.
and everybody knows that he did that too, and you don't do that in the NFL, man. I'm sorry.
I said it many times for the Giants.
I get that, but you don't do it, and the Giants have never done it. Look what they did the last game of the season against the fucking Patriots, okay? They started every fucking player they could. When the Giants had no reason to do that, they were just trying to stop them from winning the streak.
They were also going to the playoffs. They were also already in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. The Giants had it wrapped up going into the playoffs. So did the Patriots, but the Patriots are going for the record. And it's like, you just don't give up on a season. Like, the Jets gave up on their season one year. Everybody was saying the Jets are going to give up on the season. They're going to give up on the season. And they did, right? But they pulled it back and they fucking started winning. And everybody was like, why are you winning for? Why the fuck are you guys winning? And it's like, you know what? Yeah, we could easily tank this shit and get a good draft pick. But fuck that. You got to have too much pride. You're an NFL fucking team. You're an NFL fucking team.
They still traded for a good draft pick.
For what that owner did that year is horrible. Horrible. And you know what? I hope he is getting the repercussions from that right now because he deserves it. Because you don't tank a fucking season in the NFL. I'm sorry. But that guy did. So anyway, you live with it. And you know what?
By the way, the guy I couldn't remember his name was Reggie Wayne.
Yeah, Reggie Wayne. Yeah. He's not
Reggie Wayne.
You know, listen, it is what it is over there in Indy. I don't really expect anything out of them. I'd say they're just like the Giants, 8-9 wins if they're lucky. That's if fucking luck is playing good this year. Maybe 10 wins at the most by them. You know, maybe a good little playoff berth. Nothing big. I don't expect anything huge from them. So, you know, whatever with them, honestly. I give them a fucking... like I said, I'll give them a 9 or I'll give them 8 wins. I'll give them 8 wins. I'll be fair. I'll give them 8 fucking wins. Okay. What do you think, Filthy?
I think they suck. I think they have 7 wins. I think Cincinnati. Cincinnati's got just better at both. They have a better defensive line, better offensive line, and they're gonna beat them. They're going to beat the Colts. Cincinnati it's as far as the team, what they're going to do for the year. They're in a tough division. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with Le'Veon Bell. You know, with the Steelers. But I'll get to that division a little later. But Cincinnati's going to win this fucking game. End of story. Go fuck yourselves.
So speaking of Cincinnati, this team is one of the biggest hot and cold fucking franchises I've ever seen.
How does that coach hold on to his job this long?
I mean, he's obviously loved there. I mean, he's obviously loved because.
How does he hold on to his job if Tom Coughlin doesn't?
I have no fucking clue how. It just goes to show you the standards that are applied to certain franchises. And it kind of gets you sick to think like a guy like Tom Coughlin is out on his feet. When a guy like this is fucking still got his job, a guy who's obviously failed miserably at what he's supposed to do there, and has failed numerous times at his job. Although I do like the guy, I do like the guy. I don't want to shit on him here, but I mean the guy's failed. He's a failure. He's fucking always failed. The Cincinnati Bengals are a fucking horrible team. They're almost as bad as the Jets. You know, they've was it them who fucking rattled off all those losses that year? Got the most losses ever in a season, or is it still owned by Detroit that year?
No, Detroit and Cleveland last year.
Yeah, Cleveland last year. Like, you know, listen, for you to lose that many fucking games, that's pitiful, man. That's like a fucking high school football team. You should be ashamed of your fucking self. You know.
And you remember, it's their quarterback. Cincinnati's quarterback is still what's his name, right? The fucking the Red Baron over there.
Yeah.
And I'll say it all this year. You never trust a fucking redheaded quarterback. All right, but even though not to trust them, they're still going to win this fucking game. So.
Yeah, they're going to win this game. But I honestly see them with like, what do you see with them? 6 wins, another 6-win team.
Nah, I mean they're going to be a little bit better than that. I say 8 wins.
Yeah, 8 wins.
I listen again. I don't. What is Le'Veon Bell? Is he going to play for the Steelers? Is he not going to play for the Steelers? I don't know. So.
I think he'll be in there for the Steelers. I do. Anyway, you want to move on? What do you want to go to next?
Let's move on to the Steelers.
All right, let's move on to the Steelers.
Playing the fucking Browns.
Ugh.
But here's the thing: is that obviously I watched Hard Knocks and it was the Browns.
Yeah.
And you know what? I like this team. I'm kind of rooting for this team.
Who are the Browns?
Yeah.
You know what? I feel the same fucking way because it's like. People shit on this team so fucking bad, so fucking long, and I feel for them because I am a Jets fan.
I was one of them.
Listen, I was one of them too. I mean, how could you not be? And I'm a Jet fan, okay? If I know, I mean, I'm a Jet and Giant fan, but I've been a Jet fan for a while too, and I grew up with them. They've always been cheered in my family, so I know how a Jet fan feels. I know how that losing mentality feels, and to be the loser year after fucking year and year after year, I get it. and it sucks. That's why I'm kind of pulling for this team. And I did watch Hard Knocks too, and I said, you know what, man? I'm pulling for this fucking franchise and this team this year. Instead of bashing on them, I want to see them do something this year. I feel, they got to do something eventually, this team, and they got to turn it around. I know Cleveland in a whole is kind of a loser town, until LeBron went there, but it's kind of like this loser mentality over there in Cleveland. Even with the fucking Indians. I mean, every team that's over there, except for the one LeBron was on, has kind of got this losing mentality. I feel that I think it's their best chance yet, Cleveland, this year, to pull themselves out of this loser zone. I think they have a decent team this year, man. Honestly, a bunch of those guys are hungry to win. They're young, fucking good players, man. I think they're going to fucking make a difference this year. Cleveland, I don't know. I don't know if they win this game this week. I don't know. But
They will win.
Yeah?
They will win.
I don't know about that.
Especially if no Le'Veon Bell.
You got still though, man. Pitt is good on their fucking first week of the season in the home, in their season opener.
Well,
Even
but
though
this is in Cleveland, baby.
The season opener, I don't care where it is. I'm just saying, Pitt's always been good with their season openers. Always been good week 1. Pitt always pulled off some kind of last minute fucking. They've always done that. It doesn't matter if they're on the road or home. I think Pitt is going to win this game. But I do think Cleveland's going to be well improved this year, and I don't think they'll be. I think when it's all said and done, they'll get like a 6th to 7th round draft pick. They'll be amongst the worst teams in the league, but not the worst team in the league this year. And I definitely give them at least like 7 or 8 wins this year, a big difference than last year. What was their? What did they have? Like 5 wins last year, 4 wins.
Who?
Or something? Cleveland.
They were 0-16.
Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of Cincinnati. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, oh, dude, I mean, listen, I give them, I'm saying 8 games. I don't think so. I don't see them winning against Pitt, though, either. And if you're right, that's a shock and a half to come in the first game of the season and you're 1-0 after losing that many games last year. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, that's a pretty big win for them. I don't see them winning this game, but I do see them improving, and I think they'll get like 5 or 6 wins this year. I really do. I really do. I'm pulling for them. After the seasons that they've put together in the last couple of years, man, it's just, you got to feel for these guys, man. You got to want to see some type of tide change for them, And Pitt, what can I say about Pitt, man? Ben Roethlisberger's getting old. He's in that class with fucking, boy over there, Manning. And, things are getting old and worn down over in Pitt. It seems like the era is slowly coming to a close over there, But I do still, with all that said, see them in the playoffs, and I see them winning this game, definitely, even though it's in Cleveland. And I think Pitt will win around 10 games this year, 10-6. What do you think?
Listen.
What do you think? What do you think Cleveland's going to do?
Cleveland's going to get 8 wins.
So you're picking these guys to go from fucking no wins to 8 wins?
Yep.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. I think Baker Mayfield looks good. I like him.
Okay.
But this year, I might like Darnold a little better.
Yeah.
Just this year. But for the Steelers, this game, in the words of Ivan Drago, you will lose.
You will lose. If he dies, he dies.
You will lose this
All right,
game.
so let's get this going. What do you think Cleveland's going to... 8 wins, and what about Pitt?
Listen, is Le'Veon Bell going to be on the team? Like, that's a big fucking... You know what I mean? If Le'Veon...
I would say no right now, not for the start.
No?
If
he doesn't play, then they're fucking under 8 wins. If he does play, then they may be in the playoffs. Like, that's how much of it he means to that fucking team.
He's amazing, dude. I mean, he does make a difference. He's going to make a huge difference. He'll play. I think he'll play, but I don't know if you'll see him.
Ben Roethlisberger is 10 years away.
I don't think you'll see him. What?
Ben Roethlisberger is 10 years away from fucking raping chicks in the old folks' home. That's what he's going to be doing in 10 years. He's going to be at the fucking retirement home, just finger banging chicks when they don't even want him to, like he used to do. Fuck, was it 5 years ago now? He got away with fucking raping a chick.
Hey, he's a football player, man. They all get away with it.
Yeah, they just do. And nobody burns their jerseys or sneakers.
Oh, how dare they? Ben Roethlisberger's beloved. You know, just like
He's
Kobe
lucky,
Bryant.
He's lucky the Giants didn't take him because if
just
that
like Kobe
happened when he
Bryant.
was in New York, he'd be fucked.
Yeah, he would have been good. All right, so what do you see Pitt getting this year, win-wise? Okay, you said 8-8 without, and you see
Le'Veon without
I got
Le'Veon,
ya.
7 wins.
I
With
got ya.
Le'Veon, 10 wins.
All right, I got you. All right, let's move on to the next game. San Francisco, Minnesota, 1:00 start today on Fox. What do you think?
Minnesota wins, even though I don't really like fucking Kirk Cousins. I'm not. Everybody said he was so great.
Man, I think Kirk Cousins is gonna be fucking really good, man.
But Minnesota wins this game, even though it's Jimmy Garoppolo, and Jimmy Garoppolo's banging porn stars and all that shit.
I know,
God
he's
bless
like
him.
the fucking man now, this guy.
God bless him. You know what? Anybody attacks you, Jimmy, you're doing the right thing. You're slinging dick. You're not getting married. Don't get married, Jimmy. Do yourself a favor.
John Boy.
Do yourself a favor. You're a fucking multimillionaire.
What do you
You're
see
playing
Minnesota
football.
do this year? You think they're a Super Bowl contender?
Yeah, of course they are, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Any time there's a good defense, I feel like you're in contention to play in the fucking Super Bowl. I don't know.
How many wins you see out of these guys?
The Vikings. That's how many wins. Minnesota. 10 wins. 10 wins for the Vikings.
Wow. Okay. 10 wins.
49ers are going to disappoint.
Let me tell you something. Kirk Cousins is going to be really good for them, dude. I'm telling you right now, Kirk Cousins is going to be unfucking believable for Minnesota. Minnesota has that wide open offense. I think in Washington, Kirk Cousins was kind of under the microscope there. He was only allowed to do certain things. I think in Minnesota, they're going to open it up to this guy. And I think he's going to put up numbers this year that are going to be through the fucking roof. Okay? I got him in a fantasy league. And I really feel like this guy is going to fucking crunch the numbers this year. So, I mean, look for that. And Kirk Cousins is the type of guy that if you let him go, he'll fucking go. And I think big things out of Minnesota this year. Like you said, Mike, their defense is really good. They got Brandon on wide receiver. They got fucking Cook as a running back. What's his name? Carson. They got a lot of key players on this team, dude. Anthony Barr. They got a lot of damn good guys blocking and moving the ball. I just like this team a lot. I really see big things from them. I think they're going to win like 12 games this year, man, this team. I really do. Kirk Cousins is going to be a beast. You watch. If you have a chance to pick him late in your fantasy leagues, grab that motherfucker. If you haven't done your fantasy leagues already, because he's going to be fucking good, that guy. I have a feeling.
Listen, don't listen to him. Guy sucks.
Bullshit, dude.
All right?
He's good,
The
man.
guy used to be a foreskin. He still got mud on his fucking helmet for
He's
being a
good,
foreskin.
dude. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Watch out for him.
But even though he sucks, I think they're still going to go into the playoffs.
They got a good.
I think
they got a good wide receiver. They got their halfbacks are pretty good too. They're going to split the load over there. I don't know. I expect big things out of them. I think Minnesota's going to win like 12, 13 games, man. I really do. As far as who they're playing, San Francisco. What do you think of San Fran this year?
they got to disappoint. Everybody thinks they're going to be so great. They're not going to be so great. Okay? They'll be better than last year. No. I mean, last year, how many wins did they have? Because they rattled off 6 straight at the end.
Jimmy Garoppolo, that, listen, like you said before, he's out there slinging dick. This guy's, he just reminds me of, what's his name from,
Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, he just reminds me of another Manziel. He really does. Go out there, sling some dick while you're, and then not put anything.
Then again,
not put anything on the field at all. But
Joe Namath was slinging dick left and right.
yeah, you're right. And listen, San Fran, they're not going into the season with slouches, man. They went out and got Richard Sherman is going to be on that squad this year.
He's on the back end of his career. He's not
He is, but he could still fucking revitalize his career over there, without a doubt. There's possibilities there. You got Goodwin, wide receiver. He's fucking good, up and coming kid. He's going to be catching the ball like crazy. You got a good tight end over there. You got Foster's a good fucking linebacker. He could pound the middle. Wide receiving, you got one of my favorite guys, man. Pierre is a good wide receiver. You know what I mean? Johnny Garoppolo's got some guys to throw to, man. He does. This team could be very good. This team could be deceivingly good. But do I think they're going to be? No, I don't think they're going to be. I think their division is too tough. Number one, too many up and coming guys in that teams in that division, young players and shit. But I do see Minnesota. I mean, I do see San Fran with like a. I think they're going to lose this game, without a doubt. You think they're going to lose this game or no?
Yes.
1 o'clock start on Fox. I think they're going to lose this game, but I see San Fran probably win like 9-10 games. They won't be any better than 10 games. They won't be any better than 10 games. They'll be a wild card if they're lucky.
8 games, 7 games. That's what I give.
Yeah, I'd say so. All right, New Orleans and Tampa Bay. New Orleans, this team is headed in a direction. We know this team is headed in a direction, but we just don't know if it's up or down or to the side. I don't know what to expect from this fucking New Orleans team this year. They got a good backup quarterback. They just traded with the Jets. They got some good. They still got weapons. They got one of the most prolific quarterbacks in the game right now. He's been around for years. They kind of got the same look that they've always looked like when it coming into a season. There's always, there's always hope and everybody's cheerful who are New Orleans fans and the organization. You got a shot. You're in the mix type of feel. They always are there at New Orleans. They're a great fucking franchise. I don't care what anybody says. They really turned it around since what's his name's been there. I'll tell you that, man, because New Orleans was a shit ground. It was a shitting grounds. You know what I mean? They're an established, pretty damn good franchise now. They got high hopes this year. They got high hopes this year to go back to that top spot in the NFL. Today's game is a 1 o'clock start on Fox. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. I give New Orleans about 10 wins. Again, is another 10 wins team. 9-10 wins. Wild card type of team.
I think. Why don't you try to take the division? It's gonna be the division is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tight.
Oh yeah, their division, no doubt, their division is very tough. I mean, you got fucking Tampa, who's you got Carolina. Carolina's fucking we haven't even hit on them yet, but Carolina's in that division, and Atlanta, the choke artist. So I mean, they do have a tough division, but I could see them. I think the 3 teams obviously are going to be Tampa, New Orleans, and the Panthers. But who fucking knows? It's pretty much a dice throw on those 3. You know what I mean? At this point, they do look a lot alike, man. Fucking the Panthers and New Orleans Saints. They're a lot alike, that team. Those teams, right? You kind of expect the same out of both of them. Tampa Bay. What do you think about Tampa Bay?
It's a fucking subpar franchise. That's what I think. I mean, I think they have a fun stadium with a fucking pirate ship, but they're butt pirates. Is what they are.
You don't expect
anything
anything
out
out
of them, right? Asshole.
You don't expect much.
No. I mean, no, they're not doing dick.
Yeah,
they're not going to win this fucking. I mean, this game will be tight, and I might even take them with the points, but they're not going to win the game. New Orleans is going to win this fucking game. Tampa Bay is going to have 8 wins if they're lucky.
Yeah, I think I would say, honestly, I would say 6 wins, man, with this division and shit. And maybe if they get good and everything pans out right, I could see definitely them in the mix with New Orleans or the Panthers for the division. And, one of those guys getting knocked out. It all depends on who stays healthy on New Orleans and the Panthers, like, for Tampa to have a shot. And so I think, going into that, depending upon other teams, Tampa really doesn't have much of a shot. I think they're going to be like, right there with Atlanta. But Atlanta's fucking good too, man, during the regular season. So I don't want to. It's a tough division, man, when you really look at it. So, I don't know. I definitely say New Orleans gets about like maybe 9 or 10 wins, and Tampa probably about 5 or 6 wins. I don't think they'll be that big of a threat at the end of the season. Another 1 o'clock game, Tennessee at Miami on Fox at 1 o'clock. Now, we mentioned Miami already. I mean, listen, Miami is in the Jets division. It's a shit division. You got the Jets, you got Miami, you got Buffalo, and then you got the best team in probably in the last 2 decades right there with you. So it's a crapshoot for those 3 other teams. Miami's really not that improved. They're not, there's nothing really special going on in Miami. I mean, they're a beloved franchise. There's no doubt about that, and they do have a lot of fans. But they're really nothing that special, man, Miami, and I really don't see them doing much. Do they win today? Tennessee's not a bad franchise. Tennessee's got some up-and-coming guys. They've got a lot of first-round draft picks built up on that team now. Does Tennessee improve from last year? Does Miami improve from last year? I don't know. What do you think?
No. I think if we're talking about who does the most cocaine as a city, then maybe Miami.
Well, Miami wins then, run. Yeah. Miami,
you know what I mean?
Wins, yeah.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about football.
Listen, the Titans were pretty good last year, 9-7. That's not a bad record in the NFL, man. You got to think about it. It's not a bad record. And they definitely have, something to work with. Tennessee,
Jay Cutler is still the Miami quarterback, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Jay Cuntlip is a fucking asshole. So, and that's what real sports analysis sounds like, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, listen, Miami last year, they were fucking 6-10, and they really put no points on the board. They were fucking horrible. They were horrible last year.
They are at this point a very bad franchise.
They are, and they've just been bad ever since their quarterback. They've been bad ever since fucking their main guy left them. I swear to God, when he retired, that franchise went down the shitter.
You talking about Shula?
No, I'm talking about fucking their quarterback. Ever since he retired, man, that was it for them, man. That was it, man. It was, that was really it for them. They have not been good since then. Honestly, they haven't. And I don't think
you're talking about fucking Marino.
Yeah, Dan Marino. It was the last fucking time they had a decent team, this team. 6-10 last year. Fucking horrible, man. They had 281 points for. That was horrible, dude. The Patriots put up 458 points. It's almost fucking, come on, think about it. And their defense was fucking bad. Really bad. I don't see nothing by Miami. I see the Titans winning this game at Miami. I think the Titans will be a fucking 10-win season for them, honestly. And I think Miami will win 4 or 5 games if they're lucky. Fucking horrible. Let's move on. Kansas City Chiefs. No, I'm just fucking around with you. You got to pick what they are on this one.
No, I don't have to pick.
You got to pick. I want to hear. What do you think Miami's going to end up with?
I think Miami's going to lose, and I think the night before Tennessee's going to be doing fucking coke hits or shit splits at strip clubs, and still not going to matter.
Listen to this.
They're going to fucking win the game, coked up and everything. Tennessee's going to win. Fuck Miami.
All right, listen to this.
Sucks, and that's what's going to happen when you have Jay Cutler at home.
Let's move on to another shit franchise, the Kansas City fucking Chiefs. Shit town, shit franchise.
And they got fucking Dr. Robotnik at the helm.
That one's out for Drew. Shout out to Drew. Fuck you, Kansas City Chiefs.
He's a Kansas City Chiefs
I
fan?
don't know. He likes the Kansas City Royals, unfortunately. But, yeah, I guess I thought maybe he was a Chiefs fan, too. But who knows? Chiefs, what do you think? What do you think of the Chiefs? I love the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs, okay? I do. I like the Chiefs. I like the franchise. I think it's a good franchise. You know what I mean? They've always had decent players. They always go out and get a guy when they need it, like a quarterback. They do take chances on quarterbacks and shit, man. I got to give them credit. You know what I mean? Don't you agree with me on that? Like, they've taken some chances on some, quarterbacks that a lot of other franchises wouldn't have taken chances on.
Who's even their quarterback this year? I don't even know.
You don't know? Are you kidding me?
Kansas City we're talking about, right?
Yeah, come on, man. You don't know who it is?
No, I don't know.
Go on.
Who the fuck is it?
Chad Henne.
No, it's not.
Well, it's either him or the guy Patrick Mahomes. It's one of those guys, dude.
Wait, who?
Mahomes the second. Patrick Mahomes. Listen, it's probably Chad Henne, bro.
Who? Let me tell you something. When they went to get Alex Smith, it was like, why? You know what I mean?
Well, listen, they're pretty heavy on this guy, man. They're pretty heavy on this Mahomes kid. I think he's going to be the starter. I think he's the starter.
He's going to start sucking dicks is what he's going to start.
I don't really see the Chiefs doing much, man.
Listen, bottom line, LA discharges, win the game. And nobody sees it. Five
Listen,
people
as
show up
bad
to
as
the
you
game.
think, the Chiefs took their division last year, 10-6. You know, they were pretty good last year, man. I mean, it is a shit division. Granted, you know, you had the Chargers, who are just a dismal fucking franchise and team, at 9-7 last year. And that was like the runner-up behind the Chiefs. So the Chiefs got an easy division. There's no doubt about it. They could win this division again. There's no doubt about it. So can't count them out, even with a shit quarterback. But I think the Chiefs will do the same thing. Another 9-7, 10-6 record. The Raiders will be improved this year, though, so you better watch out in that division. And I think the Chargers, you know, they're always there. And the Broncos, I don't see the Broncos doing too much of anything. I mean, we'll get to those teams quick here because we're running out of time. But
Yeah, seriously, I got to make it to the game, you fuck.
yeah, we'll try to rattle these off. Let's go with what do you think of this Green Bay game? Green Bay, Chicago at Green Bay. We got to go and talk about Green Bay. If we miss some of these teams, we apologize, but we got to hit on these big boys. And
Listen, it's very simple. Green Bay wins, even though Khalil Mack's on the fucking Bears now. It really doesn't matter. Green Bay wins. That's that.
yeah,
Go fuck yourself.
Listen, last year Green Bay 7-9 record. Not good at all, but they were missing one key guy.
They were out fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, the most expensive quarterback in NFL history.
And it's another guy slinging dick.
He's fucking awesome, the guy. If he's healthy, they win the division hands down. But you got to remember, Minnesota Vikings, 13-3 last year. I already said I picked them to be a juggernaut this year again. They're going to win like 13, 14 games, this fucking team. So Packers are going to have their shit cut out for them this year. But if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, I see them just a little slight edge over the Vikings. And if he stays healthy, I think the Packers are a fucking 11-12 win team. If Aaron Rodgers is not healthy, well, then, you know, maybe 6-7 wins. I mean, that's the big difference between not having that guy in the lineup and having him in the lineup. Do they win today? Do they win today? Yeah, I think they win. Chicago at Green Bay. I'd say Green Bay wins today without a doubt. What do you think, Mike?
Listen, I think the Packers defense, I don't think they impress me at all.
Yeah.
I don't think they're great. But they're right. And you know what? Everybody says Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Blah, blah, blah. He's got the highest quarterback rating. He's got this, that.
He's damn good. He's not the best of all time.
Dude,
you know?
Listen. You know what factors in for me? Not just numbers, touchdowns, not only that shit. What factors in is also your durability. And Aaron Rodgers is made of glass. Okay? He's a vagina.
Yeah.
All right?
I don't know about that. I'm a big fan of Rodgers.
No. But he can't take a hit. He just can't.
Yes, he can. He's taken some huge hits,
He's now
bro.
missed what? 2 seasons?
He
now?
has. He goes into those funks every once in a while. He's out. He's injured bad. I get you. I get what you're saying. I do. You know, I mean, he's no fucking Brett Favre. I'll tell you that.
No.
But when he's in that lineup, dude, there's no one like him. You know what I mean?
Listen, he's good. I'm not saying he's bad.
Listen, all I know is the Bears last year, 5-11. They really haven't improved on anything this year. So,
dude, why would the Chicago Bears trade 2 first-round picks?
Stupid, dude. And a 5-11 team.
Khalil Mack is not Lawrence Taylor.
No, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. They wanted to anchor somebody down to their defense and have somebody there for the next, foreseeable future. And you know how they are. You know how they are with their defenses, though. You know what I mean?
Khalil Mack had a problem with John Gruden. That's what that tells me.
Well, you could be right, man.
That's why they traded him.
Well, you're probably right. I could see that happening too.
Khalil Mack is not worth 2 first-round fucking picks. Sorry.
All right. So, what do you think? What do you think you'll see out of
Green Bay wins in Green Bay, cheeseheads and all. They're given 7.5. It doesn't matter. They're going to win by 14 because the Bears suck. The Bears can suck.
The Bears. I agree with you on that. The Bears are horrible, and I don't think they're going to win today.
They fucking shot themselves in the foot for years to come with that.
Yeah, I think the Bears will not be any bigger than another 5 games. There's 6 if they're lucky, honestly. So the Bears suck cock. And we move on from the Bears. I guess the next game we got in hand here is we'll cover 1 or 2 more games. We really don't have that much time left.
We'll go Foreskins and Cardinals.
Yeah.
Washington Foreskins, who Again, there's another team. You think I would have done my fucking homework a little bit, but I didn't. So go fuck yourself. Who's their quarterback? Washington.
Washington's quarterback this year?
Yeah.
You don't know who that is?
No.
You ready to laugh?
Kirk Cousins is gone. So now who's the Foreskins quarterback?
The Foreskins quarterback.
See, you don't know who.
No, I do. I do know who it is. I do too know who it is, man. It's Alex Smith.
Oh, that's right. It is
Yeah.
Alex Smith. Guy sucks. So,
I don't know. I don't know about that, man. Alex Smith.
He's mediocre at best. Mediocre. I mean, especially, dude. He's been around 400 fucking years.
Yeah, he has. I mean, they got bigger hope. They got better hopes than
The
a lot of other
Arizona
fucking teams, I'll tell you.
Cardinals. You ready for this? The Arizona Cardinals,
Yeah.
who are in a division with Seattle and San Francisco, and who's the fucking fourth one in that division? Seattle, San Francisco. I don't know, because I'm a dumb fuck.
Wait, who are you thinking about?
The Cardinals.
What
The
You're
fucking
thinking
Rams.
of the division?
They're in a division with the Rams, right?
Yeah, you got the Rams, you got the 49ers,
I think
Seahawks.
Arizona's going to battle it out with the Rams for the division. I think the Rams are better
Let's
than
go.
Arizona.
Let's do our division pick right now. Let's go over the divisions real quick, and we'll end the show that way. Because we're getting close to game time here. You got a jet. All right, listen. NFC South. You got the Panthers, the Saints, the Buccaneers, and the Falcons. We already broke down a lot of these games there. Who do you see taking that division?
What division did you say?
You got NFC South, which is the Panthers,
Oh,
the
the
Saints,
Panthers,
the Buccaneers, and the Falcons.
I'm going.
Falcons are already 0-1.
They fucking suck. I'm going with the New Orleans Saints.
I'm going to go with the Panthers in that division, so
All
I
right.
think the Panthers will win that one. All right, you got the NFC North. Bears, Lions, Packers, and Vikings. Oh, my.
The Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, I would say if Aaron Rodgers is healthy, they have a slight edge on the Vikings. If he's not healthy and he's banged up, Vikings all the way. And I think with Cousins on the Vikings, man, you're going to see their defense is already unbelievable. Wait till you see what this offense is going to be like. All right, NFC West. You got the Cardinals, the Rams, the 49ers, and the
Rams.
and the Seahawks. The Rams. Really? You think so?
Without a doubt.
All right, with a lot of people are saying it's coming down to the 49ers and Rams.
49ers are overrated. It's
Yeah, I
Rams.
think a lot of people are, I wouldn't sleep on the Seahawks still, man. They still got weapons over there. They're still, a good team. They still got a good quarterback.
Yeah, fuck all that. It's the Rams.
I would have to go with, I'm going to pick the fucking Seahawks for an upset to win that division, man. I really am. All right, you got the NFC East, Eagles, Cowboys. We didn't touch on the Cowboys this year. Cowboys got a good up-and-coming team. We all know that. You're better off we didn't touch on it. You would hear some shit out of Filthy today. But, all right, so who do you see taking that division? The Eagles already 1-0, the Super Bowl champions. You got the Giants, who are looking to upstart this year. You got the Redskins, who I think are just fucked. They're really not going to go anywhere. And you got the Cowboys, the upstart Cowboys, too. Big fucking... this is a division you want to watch if you're a football fan. These three teams, the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Giants. The Giants and the Cowboys have a lot to prove this year. The Eagles, they want to prove that they weren't a fluke. So you got a big race right there between those three teams. What do you feel?
Listen, even though the Cowboys do dicks on a regular basis, they ain't doing dick this year. So they're ruled out. The Foreskins, do I even have to get
They're
into
gone,
it?
yeah.
They're the fucking
So it's going to
Foreskins,
come down to the
right?
Giants and the Eagles, you're saying?
Eagles, I'm going to stick with what I said. Giants going to win the wild card. Eagles going to win the
All right,
division.
I agree with you. I think the Eagles will win that the first spot over there. All right, AFC South, Tennessee, the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Titans. I think we both agree on
Jaguars.
this one. The Jaguars are going to take that division hands down. AFC North, Ravens, Bengals, Browns, and Steelers. Fucking shit division, man. Between the fucking Browns and the Steelers, I mean, between the Browns and the fucking the Bengals, Jesus Christ, man. And if the Steelers are bad, holy fuck, dude. The Ravens will
tough.
run away with it.
I think it's the Ravens.
Yeah, I think the Ravens definitely run away with that division this year. You got the AFC West, Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, and the soon-to-be Las Vegas Raiders.
Chargers. And both LA teams.
Yeah, Chargers are, decent
both
last
LA
year.
teams are going to win the division.
I'm saying the Chiefs are going to win that division. But we'll see. We'll see. It's up in the air.
Both LA teams are going to win the division, and about 5 people will give a fuck.
Yeah. You're probably definitely right about that. All right, you got one other shitty fucking division left here, and this is the last division we got of today's show, and it's the Bills, the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the New York Jets, and we all know who's taking that division, don't
Patriots win the division, Jets take the wild card.
I'd agree with you because I don't think the Dolphins will do anything. I don't think the Bills will do anything, but I don't think the Jets will get into this. I think it'll be one of those things where, the Raiders will be better than the Jets, which gets them in, The Jets, I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I think the only team from that division that's making anything is the Patriots, and they're going to win that division. And that's about it for today, guys.
Wait, hold on. Don't go on it yet. We got to do a suicide pick.
And here, we're going to do our suicide pick before we leave, and we're going to take, since we couldn't take phone calls this week, we had to boogie through the first episode here and really lay it out. All the episodes from here on out, we'll take phone calls. We're going to be doing some of these live on the Patreon, most of them, and some of them live randomly here on the channel as well. So today is free on the channel. We're giving it to you as like a preview for our show, the football show that we have, Fourth and Long. And we hope if you like it, you'll come and join us on the Patreon where you'll get it every single week there first and just exclusively there too. So we're going to do a suicide league, and starting next week we'll involve everybody else who's going to be in on this. But we had to record this show earlier in the day because Filthy's going to the game, and we woke up mad early to do this. So we didn't have nobody to pick in this week.
Cut into my drinking time.
But listen,
guys.
if you do want to pick, if you hear this before the games go off, and I see that you guys post in the comments before these games go off today, and you want to get your suicide pick in, name your team. You can only use them once the whole season. And name who you want to win. Obviously, whoever you pick is who you want to win. So you can only use them once a season. You know how Suicide League goes. So if you get those picks in underneath the comments on this video before these games kick off, we'll count you as part of the Suicide League. All right, Mike, so what do you got?
Coming into doing the show, I was going to pick the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars just to hedge my bet. You know what I mean? Because if the Giants won, it would be great. But you know what I mean? But really now, I'm picking Baltimore, dude. It's a no-brainer. The Buffalo Bills are going to get spanked.
I think you're right about that. What's the spread on that, do you know? I think that's
spread.
7.5.
Baltimore's giving up 7, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, 7. A lot of these games are up in the air of who could win these games. There's a lot of close games for Week 1 here. I'm going to go with Green Bay over Chicago. I'm not going to be able to use Green Bay ever again. It's a Sunday night game tonight, 8:20 on NBC. So that'll be my Week 1 pick is the Green Bay Packers, and yours is the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, guys, if you want to get your picks in before the games go off today, put them in underneath this comment, and I will count them towards it. The winner will get something. Without a doubt, the winner will win something if you're in us with this whole season. You actually get your picks in on time and all that good shit. All right, everybody, thank you. Enjoy the games today, Week 1 of the NFL season. Filthy's out the door right now. Filthy got anything to say, and then you can just bounce.
Fuck the Eagles, fuck the Cowboys, and fuck the Foreskins. I'm out.
There you go. Filthy's out, getting in the car, jumping to go to the fucking stadium to go watch the New York Giants. And the games will be going a couple of hours from now. We have... What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games going at 1 o'clock today, folks. Everybody enjoy the unofficial opening, official start to the season this first Sunday with football. Enjoy Week 1 of the NFL season. And whatever your team is out there, have fun. Everything's fresh and new. Everybody's a winner right now. So enjoy, and we will see you guys next week right here on 4th and Long. And we will be on the Patreon starting next week. And like I said, we'll also be on the regular channel here and there. So remember, if you hear this before then, get your picks in if you want to be down with the Suicide League. 1 team per season. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day watching these games and enjoy. See you next week on 4th and Long.
That was 4th and Long on the Foul Mounts Network. come and check them out every single Sunday here on the channel and exclusively on the Foul Mouths Patreon. See you next week, live.